everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another episode of MUT Recap, our weekly series here on YouTube where we go over everything that's been going on in the Madden 20 community, Madden 20 Ultimate Team, all things Madden 20. We are fresh back from Buffalo. Took a road trip this weekend to go see the Eagles play the Bills, so I apologize for the very late episode. You guys know this series usually comes out in the morning. Let's get on into the content and take a look at everything. Now, I will tell you, we normally start by recapping Weekend League, but we did not play Weekend League this weekend, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to show you the top 100. Maybe they'll let me. Yes, they will. Okay, so shout outs to everybody that did play Weekend League. Let's take a look at the top 100. It's my first time seeing it, and we have Mr. Volterax going 25-0. Just one player to go 25-0. Let's go all the way down to the bottom and take a look and see, are we getting some 19 wins in there? Looks like quite a few. Wow. Okay, so my guess is, and this is maybe why, okay, I think this is the biggest disparity we've seen. Almost half of the leaderboard was 19 wins. 64 to 100 had 19 wins. So this is either happening for three reasons. Number one, people are just getting tired and bored of the game. Number two, a lot of competitive stuff going on. We have a bunch of different club series that have gone on this weekend. Yesterday night, tonight, I've been watching them, enjoying them. And then the third one is house rules, and that's why I did not play Weekend League. So last week we had house rules. It was a week long. You needed 75 wins, and I spent the whole weekend doing that, trying to get those. So that's one thing that I'm going to guess is going to happen this week as well, because we're currently in another house rule situation. This week it's a tug of war. You need 100 wins, so people might be spending their time doing that instead of playing Weekend League. So that's that. Let me know though, any gameplay issues you guys are running into, glitches, weird things happening. One thing that I think I've noticed that hasn't happened to me is the, getting disconnected at the top 3 player screen. That was going around like a plague in Madden Ultimate Team, and then after the last patch it seemed to have stopped. Again, I personally have not run into it. Typically when people have that happen to them, they tweet me. I haven't had any of those tweets coming to me, so it might maybe happen once in a while, but I don't think it's happening as frequent as maybe we saw a couple weeks ago. So not too much for me to report on the gameplay side of it. Like I said, been playing house rules all week, and it's hard to really judge gameplay on a specific mode like that. I mean, of course, the BS where your opponents make terrible reads and then you don't get the interception, of course that's going to continue to happen. And the running game seems okay to me since the last patch. I think we're 2 weeks in now with that latest patch, and I'm okay with the running game. I've not really struggled. Sorry if I'm making a lot of noise, moving my keyboard out of the way. I've been pretty solid. Every once in a while somebody's going to break a long run, and that's football, I guess. But the running game, I-form, stretch, all that stuff, I've really, had success against it lately. And on the flip side, I've been running the ball a lot more than ever, and I think that's kind of helped me as well. So I don't know, man. Maybe it's just me. Let's recap the content flashback Monday, last Monday. Some people get confused when I do this. I'm always talking about the week behind us. So yes, I know flashbacks came out today, but I'll typically talk about the flashbacks that came out today, next week, because we're recapping everything. But flashbacks last Monday, Aqib Talib and Mark Ingram. That Mark Ingram card's not that bad, honestly. I'm not going to pick it up, but if you have that guy powered up, he's still on the slow side, but that card can get Jukebox and Bruiser, and that's a pretty deadly combination. That's something we'll probably see more towards the end of the year. And again, Ingram's not as fast, but the fact that you can get both of those, juking animations and stiff arm, interesting, very interesting. Tuesday, we had no content in the morning, but we did have Team of the Week. We got limited Aaron Rodgers. A bit confusing because we already had a 91 Rodgers, and this card was extremely similar, just other than the fact that it was a limited card. But a lot of people like this card. He has that quick passing release. The long windup on throws with the pressure that's coming in. Causes problems sometimes. I run into it every now and then with Vic if I'm trying to, bomb the ball deep. Vic, takes 4 hours to get his arm backwards just to throw the ball forward. So I think that's still a W for Aaron Rodgers, though. I'm just surprised they gave him the limited. I don't know why they did. I'm really surprised. Didn't like it. Two other good cards, though. Patrick Peterson and Marvin Jones. Troy Apke was part of this drop, pretty good budget player. Otherwise, team of the week, kind of forgettable, but good heroes and a solid LTD, a confusing LTD, but still a solid card. Wednesday heavyweights were Ziggy Ansah and Brandon Sheriff. Not going to spend much time on those. Thursday, we had signatures. Signatures were Derek Carr, really good card. A lot of people want that card. I did not check his price because he's just not my, I'm not going to go after him because I have Vic, and Vic's still working very well for me. But Derek Carr, really good. Demarius Randall, pretty solid card. Probably not going to be worth his price. So many other, better options at cornerback out there. And I'm sorry, he was a free safety. He used to be a corner. He's a safety, but there's still better options out there at free safety that are cheaper. Earl Thomas, Brian Dawkins, he's not going to be worth the coin that he's going for. Friday was a big day for content. We got a lot of stuff, so let's talk about the cards nobody cares about. We got veterans, Jimmy Graham, Andrew Sendejo, who I will be picking up for my All Eagle squad. But we got Most Feared Part 2. And the big news, the big guy that came back was Peyton Manning. He was the Most Feared Part 2 offensive master. Similar to the week 1, which was Ray Lewis, we got 3 92 overall cards. This time it was Travis Frederick, Ndamukong Suh, who's a really, really good run stuffer as a right end, and Denzel Ward. Very good at speed and man coverage and agility, a little bit short, but I still think 3 solid cards. The Frederick's probably the best center in the game. Again, against my religion, Cowboy can't pick him up. But those 3 cards, you put them in a set, you get Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning, slow but accurate, and of course has the hot route master. So if you're really a pocket passer, that card is good for you. And it was cheap, really cheap to do the set or just buy the card. And if you do the set, remember you get the 3 92 overalls back as Nat cards. So not a bad day there. We got the Gridiron Nightmare solos, so let's talk about those. I have not finished them, I will not lie here, but they completing them and getting 30 stars gives you a choice of Tariq Cohen, AJ Green, Keanu Neal, and Zadarius Smith, all 90 overalls. I will eventually pick up the Cohen. Again, mentioned that I was out of town this past weekend. Lots of tweets coming to me asking me how you beat, like there was a mirror solo, I think. There were 2 solos that everybody was really struggling with. I'm sorry, I still don't know the answer. I haven't been around to be able to play them, but we're going to tackle those during this week, probably starting tomorrow. Good choices, some solid cards. I said this the other day. Cohen's going to be pretty fast, but he's probably going to fumble a little bit for you. He can get jukebox. AJ Green, great height, spec catching good. He's just slow and his short route running is not great. Keanu Neal, great hit power, not so fast, but he's going to be a good run stuffer for you. He's going to be a good tackler. He might force some fumbles. And then Zadarius Smith, I think, was terrible block shed, but good pass rush moves. They're free cards, 90 overall. Off of that advice I just read, I guess you could pick yours. The other stuff that came out was House Rules, Tug of War, and let's just talk about this. I went into more of a deep dive when this content came out. 100 wins, unacceptable. 75 wins was a lot. I understand that they are giving us a whole week to do it, and that's cool, but it doesn't negate the fact that long of time spent is not worth the 92 overall. It's a Nat card. Yes, you can quick sell it for bets. You'll be able to get training for it after this promo ends if you hang on to it that long. The problem here is that after the hours and hours and hours you're spending playing this, you're getting, like, if we want to convert it to coins, 100 to maybe 125, 130, 140k. Not worth the time. You could literally go play seasons the whole week and just make so much more coins and just come out and it's just not worth it. So I'm fine with I would like 72 hours instead of 48 hours for these house rules. I think they should just keep it 72 hours and keep the win requirements in the 25 to 30 range, maybe even 35. You can keep the nats, you can do that. Another thing that they could do, let me just pull it up here, is we get these rewards at certain levels, and then we get the big reward at 100. They could easily break this up and say, like, 15 wins, they give you a uniform here, 20 wins, give us a 90, or give us an 81 overall most feared card. 40 wins, give us an 85 overall. 60 wins, give us an 88 overall most feared. Like, give us some other incentives other than the trophies and coins to keep playing. I know that they have a MUT economist who kind of does the math between time spent and then the rewards, and I think they're valuing trophies really high. I think that's why they're seeing it. They're saying, yeah, you got to play 100 wins, right, to get this, but you're also getting trophies in the in the progress. But I just, these 20 trophies, they don't add up enough to me to still be worth it. The one glitchy thing about this though, and I don't know if it's still working, but it was as of Saturday morning, though they were not supposed to count towards head-to-head wins. So if you go to your series progression, go to Series 2 multiplayer wins, this week's house rules, the ones going on right now, as of Saturday morning, and you guys can let me know if it's changed, we're counting towards it, even though they verbally said it was not supposed to. So that's why I'm going to continue to grind these this week. I don't think I'll get to 100 wins. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I don't know. But I'm going to try to play as many as I can to get 200 wins because I want that 120 Series 2 trophies before Series 2 ends. So also on Friday, big news. We got Troy Polamalu back in the game, and I was very, very surprised to see that happen. I thought for sure we would never see Troy P in the game. I mean, MUT Guru tweeted it out. He was one that told me, back when he worked at EA and I was down in LA for EA Play 2 years ago, and even when I was down there for early capture from 19, even this year, we asked, can we get Troy Polamalu? They want Troy Polamalu. And the answer was always the same. He just doesn't want to be associated with football or the NFL. And shout outs to the MUT dev team for signing him. I know he has a commercial with Patrick Mahomes. Maybe he's kind of loosening up his stance on there, but I think with all the CTE stuff and just the game of football, he's trying to separate from it. But really good job, because the fans, you guys really want that card. It's a pretty solid card. I think it could be better, but it was just more so exciting to see him back in the game, and we'll know he'll probably get like an Ultimate Legend card later on in the year. So that was pretty much all the content Friday. Saturday, 2 solid legends, but I'm slightly concerned here because one of them is Ty Law, who we already know has a captain card. So captain cards, we had Shazier, Ty Law, Dallas Clark, and I'm gonna forget the fourth one because I'm sorry. So concerning that they've now used John Henderson last week, Ty Law this week. We're getting recycled legends on Saturdays already, and it's not even November yet. My only hope is that they are saving some bigger legend names for bigger promos, like Thanksgiving coming up. I'm sure we're gonna see Barry Sanders, Emmitt Smith, like those guys, but I want to see some new names. I think Gene Upshaw is new, correct me if I'm wrong, or at least he wasn't in the game last year. Really solid card, Gene Upshaw, best left guard in the game, very expensive. I was going to get him until I saw he cost $500-600K, can't do it right now. And then Sunday, we got another new name, one that I think the community has wanted for a long time, Dante Hall. This is a guy that I watched growing up, and he was fantastic. But they kind of scummed him on his catching stats. Not even kind of, they did. 92 speed, really good. Everything else is kind of terrible. I don't know the pricing on his card. I'm not going to look it up right now. I saw a lot of people using him in Weekend League as a running back. I have no idea how you get him at running back. I'll have to kind of research that, because that could probably be fun. I was watching Pony Montana play his Club Series games last night, and at some situations, he had Marvin Harrison as his running back. It was kind of weird, but cool at the same time, because the agility and the speed, So Dante Hall, I'm so happy they got his name. They gave him the scary speed card. I'm just wondering if they're not giving Tyreek Hill cards because of all that off the field stuff. I know he was, I think, found not guilty, or the charges were dropped, but I really wonder if EA is like holding off for that reason. I could be wrong. I don't know. So that was all of the content. Again, my plans this week, I'll be playing house rules all week as long as those wins are still continuing to count towards multiplayer wins. I will have to qualify for Weekend League. I'm going to be here this weekend, so I want to try to play Weekend League. See, it feels like I've taken 2 weeks off. Don't forget, players for Most Feared are morphing. Let's go ahead. Nope, don't want to do that. Just to show you guys, they are morphing, which means some of them will get taller. Their stats will definitely get better. I'm a little upset at myself, right? Because I was going to play with like an all Most Feared team for you guys, maybe drop some videos. And for some reason, I quick sold my Cam Newton, and I quick sold my, what was the other Most Feared Part 1 guy? Cam Newton, and I'm drawing a blank. Who was the other guy? Earl Thomas, duh. I quick sold them to get my bats, which I haven't even spent yet, and I'm kind of upset at myself now because I could have hung on to them. So if you look at the back of these cards, this player will become enraged 48 hours starting at 10 a.m. on 10:30. A little concerning here because that means that the first day of Weekend League, so 4:30, 10:31 Halloween Weekend League, we're going to have enraged players in Weekend League, and I don't like that. Maybe, and I don't know if they've said this, but I would really love to see them say that only counts for like house rule seasons. Like, I don't want it to be, it won't be in salary cap. I don't want it to be in Weekend League, but I think it's going to be. So I may not play Weekend League Thursday and just wait until Friday, because though it would be fun to play with these enraged players, I think it's more so fun versus it being competitive. I don't like the two being mixed. Or just have a separate house rules, I'm sorry, not house rules, Mosphere game mode that go have a blast with other people who want to play with enraged cards. For all of us that might not want to, let's just play regular Weekend League. And it'll stop at 10 a.m. on Friday. Halloween, I'm still hoping and maybe slightly predicting blitz offers. I talked about these in many videos this week. We need a way to spend these bats. Do we get a part 3 to this promo? Do we get a blitz offer? I could totally see blitz offers happening on Thursday, Halloween, and some items that I could totally see being in there are Platinum Player Packs, which are the coin cards, power-up passes of some sort, and maybe a random 90 to 91 overall MUT Hero Pack would be pretty cool. You guys leave me your ideas of things that you might want to see in if they do some type of blitz pack, whether it's a promo pack. Maybe it's just, you know, game changer packs or legend packs for X amount of bats. Just, I would like us to have some other way to spend these bats other than what we have now. Either blitz offers or a part 3. We need one or the other. Otherwise, the bat market is kind of trash right now. And I think that's really all I got, man, is Series 3 is coming Friday. We're going to do our Series 3 predictions probably Wednesday, so look out for that video. Waiting to see if we get a little more information. I'm really hoping we see some new power-ups. We'll probably see a new master. But I'll do all that predicting stuff in a separate video. Again, that will be coming Wednesday. We got Team of the Week tomorrow. Let's give you my Team of the Week quick predictions. Spent all day watching the Eagles in Buffalo, so I didn't watch a ton of football other than the game last night. Mike Evans, Tevin Coleman, Daniel Jones, David Montgomery, Miles Sanders, Joey Bosa, Nick Bosa, Trey Herndon, I probably killed his name, Cooper Kupp. I got a lot of offensive guys on that list. I just really hope that, what is the Bosa brother guy? You can see my team. I really hope that rookie premiere, I hope that Nick Bosa having a rookie premiere does not make EA not give him cards he deserves. It feels like he was shafted with this 83. He should be the hero card. They won't give him the limited, but he should be the hero card on Tuesday, and they just need to do it. Take the L, give us our free card. The dude is balling and could be defensive player of the year, forget just rookie. But here is my squad with all my card art not loading. We did pick up Deion Sanders as our MUT 10 pick. We got all 10 collectibles, went with Deion, 94 overall, defense looking really solid. Still feel like I want to make some changes though, I'm not quite sure. And I got Patrick Peterson, we might get rid of him. There's all these rumors going around that Darius Slay might get traded to the Eagles. I just got rid of my Slay. If he goes to the Eagles, best believe I'll be picking him back up because we'll have Eagles chem for him. But I'm pretty happy with the squad. I'm sure that there's going to be some moves that will be made soon, but if all we get is Series 3 this week and just your random, flashbacks and whatnot, might not be too many changes. We're at over 6 million coins now at this point. Here's the offense. We will be picking up the Alshon Jeffrey very, very soon. And yeah, man, that's all I got. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you got any questions, anything you want me to talk about in next week's episode, leave it down below in the comment section. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.